Hello everybody, it's really great to see you all here today. My name is Anne Frank, and well, it's been a while since I've talked to some outside people. You see, ever since Adolf Hitler came to power, him and his Nazi followers have been very nasty to us Jews. It all started with labeling us with the Star of David. At that point, my father, or as I call him, Pim, didn't think things are going to turn out that well for us Jews. So him and his business partners, Mr. Krugler and Meep, devised a plan to keep us and the Van Pels in hiding until the war was over. So far, it's been very aggravating with all the drama going on up in this small attic of ours. First of all, my mother doesn't understand me whatsoever. Her and I are completely different people. She is so quiet and doesn't stick up for herself when Mrs. Van Pels is being selfish. All she does is sit around and knit the whole day. I hardly ever hear her speak. And she thinks I'm a child just because I'm not as proper as Margot. But I've grown into a young woman. Well, my mother isn't the only problem. There's also Mr. Dussel. He recently moved in and is sharing a room with me. See, I offered out of the kindness of my heart, but now I'm starting to regret it. First of all, he snores. I mean, who snores? It's 100% obnoxious, and I hardly get any sleep at night. Not to mention that during the day, when we have to sleep, when we have to be quiet, I usually have the desk to myself so I can write in my diary. But since he moved in, I have to give it up to him almost the whole week, just because he claims to have work to do. Mr. Dussel also used to live alone. So being locked up in here with two other families has been very hard for him to get used to. So every now and then I share some sympathy for him. But believe me, this feeling is not very common. Hopefully we'll be out of this place, because you have no idea what being locked up in an attic for a year can do to a young woman such as myself. As Pim has been saying, the British should be here soon, so that the Germans will lose this silly war. After this is over, we will finally be able to continue the lives we used to have.